What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Christian J Show. Today's topic is social media. Now, social media, everybody uses it. We all use TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I don't got many times people say, well, we're going to boycott this. Please. Everybody always they go find some way to use other social media apps, whether you're talking about boycott Facebook and Instagram. People are always going to use it. They're always going to find some type of way to use it. So I think it's just a lost cause to talk about boycotting stuff, apps like that, because a lot of people have family members over there on Facebook, and that's the only way they could get in contact with them or something. So my thing is just let people do what they want to do. But with everything, with just social media as a whole, I feel like people have lost a sense of reality. I feel like they have lost their personality, and they make social media their personality. Like I said last season about zodiac signs, a lot of people make their zodiac sign their personality, and it's allowing them to lose a sense of reality because they think everything should be like social media, when in actuality it's not going to be like social media. Social media can be a safe space, but then you get off of social media, you come back in the real world. The real world ain't no safe space, and now you have this persona that everything in the real world is supposed to be just like the online world. Like, that's why I always weigh the pros and cons of social media. Like, the pros and cons of social media be like online learning, job skills, content discovery, great marketing tools, involvement in civic engagement like fundraising, social awareness, opportunities for remote employment, access to information and research. But see, some people, they don't use everything that they should be using. Some people just get their information from social media instead of actually searching it up and see what's going on. Facebook people, you got banking and bill pay at our fingertips. Like, do you stay connected with family and friends? So that's the same thing I was talking about. With people say that they were going to boycott Facebook when TikTok was going to get banned. I'm like, why? What's the point? I'm like, what's the point of y'all talking about y'all go boycott Facebook? We all know how these people is. We all know. We knew what type of time they was on. We knew. And now people on Facebook like, oh, y'all was loud about losing TikTok, but y'all quiet about our civil rights being taken away. My thing is, what TikTok are y'all watching? What TikTok y'all watching? Because my TikTok, every person I'm following, the people I follow, they talking about what's going on. They talking about civil rights. So I don't know what TikTok y'all following, but mine, I see every video that's talking about civil rights. And then the cons of social media, like online versus reality. Social media itself is not the problem. It's the way people use it in the place of actual communication and in-person socializing. Like, friends on social media may not actually be friends. They just be a stranger. And then the increased usage, the more time spent on social media, can lead to cyberbullying, social anxiety, depression, and exposure to content that is not age appropriate. But my thing about that one is, parents should be monitoring kids' social media. First of all, your child should not have no social media page if they are underage. What? Okay. The first time I got my social media, that was Facebook account. I got that back when I was like, I want to say 12 or 13, 14. One of those two. I think it was 14. I might be mistaken. It could have been 13. But anyway, my mama, she set it up for me. She monitored my Facebook, and she was one of my first friends. I don't. This this is my thing. When everybody's like, "Oh, you're supposed to respect your child's privacy. You're not supposed to be doing this on social media. You're not supposed to be checking their phone." Look here. Check that phone. Now, this is the time to check that phone. We live in a world now where people are literally contacting children through social media. We live in a world now where people are literally finding any way to traffic kids. So you want to talk about, oh, you're not supposed to go through your child's phone. You're not supposed to go. You're supposed to respect their privacy. Baby, whenever I have kids, I'm going to check their phone and I'm going to check their social medias. That's what I'm going to do. Now, y'all can say, oh, that's make you a bad parent. Your child ain't going to trust you no more. I'd rather have my child not trust me anymore than have my child dead. Yeah. Or kidnapped. And have that trauma to go through whether or not I get him or her back. Yeah. I would rather have my child not trust me anymore because I went through their phone, I went through their social medias, than having my child kidnapped and trafficked. Yeah, some of y'all have y'all priorities in the wrong place. Y'all think that the child's not going to contact you anymore because you went through their phone. Really? All y'all want to be some self-proclaimed child psychologists. Have y'all do have a degree? That social media is addicting. Like, yeah, we know social media is addicting. I am guilty of it. I stay on TikTok more than anything else. But when TikTok was banned temporarily, yeah, I went ahead and offloaded the app because I need some storage. My phone never stayed with storage. But I went ahead and offloaded the app. And then when they said, oh, TikTok is back up, TikTok is back up, I was scrambling trying to get it back. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to have this like a much needed TikTok break from me. It was fine, but I went ahead and say, nah, enough is enough. I need to get back to TikTok. I need to get back to TikTok. But overall, by a little break from TikTok, it was kind of good. It was kind of good. Like, okay, TikTok it's gone, but it came back. I'm like, you know what? This kind of good. Then you have the fear of missing out has become the common thing and also often leads to continual checking of social media sites. The idea that you might miss out something online, that if you're not online, and it could affect your mental health. Okay, yeah, I am guilty of that. I think I'm missing something. But anyway, then so self-image issues. I remember I wrote a paper about this in college about social media and how people think you should look on social media is a way of, I want to put it, like people think you're supposed to look this type of way because of this person on social media. In actuality, half time the people, yeah. Social media sites provide tools that allow people to earn other people's approval for their appearance and the possibility to compare themselves to others that can be associated with body image concerns. The selfieholics and people who often spend most of their time posting and scrolling are the most ones vulnerable to this fact. And it says, in fact, most college girls who use Facebook at least 5 times a day are likely to link their self-worth to their looks. That doesn't mean the main problem is social media. It only provides a medium for it, which further elevates the problem. It also promotes the same sort of behavior to others. Because that's when I was doing my paper in college and I was reading, trying to get all the facts and everything so I could do my little works cited, because you know in college you have to do that works cited page or you don't get full credit. Yeah. And they think you plagiarized. Please. If I had time to plagiarize, don't you think I just would have read everything? Like, come on now. Plagiarizing is basically the same thing as studying and learning. But I remember I was reading that. I was like, you have all these people on social media, especially like TikTok and everything. These people are doing these 10-step skincare routines, and now you have little children on TikTok that are going into Sephora trying to get all these skincare routines because they're looking at other people, and that right there has their mind scrambled and is thinking, oh well, I have to do that. I have to do that so I can look that good when I get be a teenager. No, you're still a child. Go through acne, pimples, go through everything. That's a joy of growing up. I mean, I know it's not a joy, but it's a part of growing up. And I'm like, the parents ain't trying to tell these kids, no, you don't need that. No. And that's why I say children should not, like kids, should not have social media at an early age. I don't care if they are using their parents' account. They still don't need it. Because there's always going to be someone or some people finding some type of way to get to that child and mess with that child's mind. And like I said, you could say I'll be a bad parent because I'm going to check my child's phone. I'm going to check my child's social media if I let them have it at an early age. You can call me a bad parent for that whenever I have kids. But you know what? I don't care. I care less about social media's opinions. I care less about that. Because my thing is, that's my child. I'm going to protect my child. I'm going to do my very best to make sure my child is not going to go in harm's way. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be one of those parents or those strict parents that strict parents make for a very disobedient child. Basically, strict parents make children disobedient, defiant. Basically, but you don't have to be that strict to have your child defy everything you say. Just tell them this, that, and the third. Then they probably will listen. I don't know. Children are weird these days. I don't know. But my thing is, I'm going to protect my child. I'm going to do everything necessary to keep my child out of harm's way and to keep my child out of the way of predators. If that has to have a location and an Apple AirTag or something, I'm going to do it because that's my child. I'm going to make sure my child is safe. That's just me. But I feel like social media also opens up the whole world up to cyberbullying. We all know how cyberbullying can be. People have off themselves because of cyberbullying. And then when the parents go to the school act like they don't want to do anything about it, or they act like they don't know anything about it. My thing is, when I was growing up, my mom always told me, said, if the teacher can't handle it, go to the principal. The principal can't handle it, you come to me. There we go. I remember I was getting bullied. Not cyberbullied, but bullied. Told the teacher. The teacher didn't do anything. Went to the principal didn't do anything. Now, I went to the counselor before I went to my mom. The counselor did a little something, something. They didn't. It really didn't work. So my mom. Mom came on out there, talked to the teacher and the principal about the child got up out the class. They were moved from my class to a different class. Yeah, and it's mainly I say it's the school fault and it's the other child's parents' fault because the child could be telling the teacher what's going on, and the teacher will still sort of act like nothing's going on. And that's my thing. If a child is coming to you and telling you that they're being cyberbullied by somebody in the class, you should be taking immediate action to get that child, find out everything that's going on, get that child, write that child up. I don't care what you have to do. Get that child into that principal's office. What about get the evidence? Let me get that evidence first. Because we all know people can say, oh, I never did it. No, when you have that evidence, baby, these people, these children, you know they don't delete nothing. They keep that evidence. And that's the thing, you need to have evidence of cyberbullying. That's just me. But thank you for listening to this episode of The Christian J Show. Tune in next time for another episode of The Christian J Show. All right.